Hello everyone and welcome back to Java Lessons on Codecademy. So today we're continuing to talk about object-oriented programming, and we're going to be talking specifically about methods. So let's get started. So now that we have created a dog object inside the main method, nothing happened. Although we created an object inside of main, we did not print out anything about the spike object itself, nor did we instruct the class to perform any actions. Let's learn about how methods in Java are used to define actions. A method is a predefined set of instructions. Methods are declared within a class. Java provides some predefined methods available to all classes, but we can create our own ones as well. So let's create a new method. So in the example of a car, you might want to create a method called startEngine. So when this method is used, it will print out vroom. Okay. The void keyword will be explained later in this course, in the next lesson. So note that the startEngine method is created outside of the main method, like the constructor was. So let's see what we need to do. In between the constructor and the main method, add a method called bark to the dog class by typing that. So in between our dog method and main method, we need to do public void bark. We could just copy that, but I will actually do it like this. So let's run and reveal the next set of instructions. Inside the bark method, we need to type print out woof. So let's also do that. Let's run and we're good to go. So let's move on. So now that the bark method is available to use in the spike object, we can use the bark method with spike. We can do this by calling the method on spike. Here's an example of calling a method on an object using the car class. So what you do is the name of your instance dot whatever the method is and parentheses. If the method required something, some variables in here, then you would put them as well, and then you have a semicolon. So in the example above, we call the startEngine method on the myFastCar object. Again, this occurs inside of the main method. Running the program results in printing vroom to the console. So this function in this case prints out vroom, because it's a car, but in our case we want to print out woof because it's a dog. So inside of the main method of the dog class, call the bark method on the spike object. So how we do that is by doing the name of our object, in this case spike dot bark and parentheses, and at the end we have a semicolon. When we run that, what should be printed out is woof, and that is what's printed out. So let's move on. Similar to constructors, you can customize methods to accept parameters. So this is our constructor, dog and dog's age, but we can also make other methods which accept parameters, which don't have to be the constructor. So in the example of a car, we create a drive method that accepts an integer parameter called distance in miles. In the main method, we call the drive method on the myFastCar object and provide an integer parameter of 1628. Calling the drive method on myFastCar will result in printing miles driven 1628 to the console. So that's done by this line. So what we need to do is, in between the bark and main methods, add a method called run to the dog class by typing this. I will just copy and paste it out. So we have created a new method called run. So let's run and see what our next set of instructions are. So we need to modify the run method so that it accepts an integer parameter called feet. How we do that is, in the parentheses we put int feet, because we want a new parameter which is going to be a whole number, so an integer, and we want it to be called feet. So then we need to run again, and inside of the run method we need to type print out your dog ran as many feet and feet. So This is the string your dog ran and plus feet, which is we're going to tell it how many feet it ran by calling the method, and then we say that many feet, and well, that's going to be a number, and then we say that many feet. So now that if we run it, we'll get our last set of instructions, which are to actually do it. So inside the main method, we call the run method on the spike object. You can pass in an integer parameter of your choice. So what we need to do is the name of our object, which in this case is again spike dot run, and how many feet it ran. So let's do 100 because it's a good number. And then when we run, what should be printed out is your dog ran 100 feet, 100 as a number, and that's exactly what is printed out. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked this video, then please click the like button. If you didn't like it, please click the dislike button, and please tell me in the comments down below why you didn't like the video. If you have any questions, please do ask in the comments down below. I will be looking at them, answering them as soon as I can. So until next time, thanks for watching and goodbye.